Hi there, my name is Felix and you're Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you are notified when new videos drop. It's Sunday when I'm recording this on Sunday. It's a new week, a new dawn, a new world. But no, it's not. It's the same old, same old. We have Shilling. Radio Times is a wonderful, wonderful source of shilldom. So much they are paid in shillings. I think the commentator, Third Doctor, said they are paid in shillings. They are such incredible shills. Now, there are two types of shilling. There's financial shilling, where somebody puts out a product and they go, "It's the greatest product ever, you gotta buy it," which you're going to see me do in a minute. But I actually mean it when I do it. That's the financial shilling. And then you got ideological shilling, where it says, this is the right way to think, and if you don't think this way, you are an evil, evil person. Ideological shilling. So Radio Times, thank you on this wonderful Sunday morning. They have a wonderful example of how these two types of shilling intersect into one glorious whole. So we're going to be looking at that. We're going to maybe having a bit of a titter. Maybe having a bit of a titter at their expense. That stuff generally does happen. Before we get there, hit that like button. Really hit the like button. Comment. It is great. Tell me whatever your thoughts and feelings are. And if you comment, I will endeavour to respond. Listen, if you're going to drop a comment, I'm going to respond to you, obviously. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Now, YouTube is not very happy with me. I don't really follow the party line that well. I'm what we call an independent voice, and there's some things that in modern society which I'm not entirely on board with. One of those things is I'm not sure if gender and sexuality are universally fluid, are normally fluid in people. I'm not saying they're not. I'm saying I don't really know. And that's really the 100% truthful. I believe them, not saying, but I don't really know. And I'm really happy to give people the benefit of the doubt and. Suppose I might be wrong, and that's basically my position. I've kept to. Not good enough. That's hate speech. That's harassment and hate speech, according to YouTube. So they demonetized my channel, and I'm not joking. That actually happened. They demonetized. No, I didn't make much money from it. It's a small channel, but they demonetized my channel. So like, share, subscribe. So as a result of that, subscribers have been peeled away left, right, and center. So if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. I should say, if you think you're subscribed, could you make sure you're still subscribed? If you're not subscribed, if you could consider hitting the subscribe button, that really, really genuinely helps us independent voices here on YouTube. If you would like us to have, if there be an independent voice here, here on YouTube. Another thing you could do, and this is something I told you I'm going to shill, but I'm actually shilling something that I think is will benefit your life. My Indiegogo. I'm closing this out on April 15th. That's the holy day of Yom HaOtzmaut, the Israeli Independence Day. So I'm going to close it out on that day. Then it's going to be gone. There are two freaking awesome graphic novels. There's the Imperium, 105 pages long. Might end up 120 pages if we raise enough money. This is a love letter to telefantasy of the 1960s. If you like Doctor Who, you're probably going to like this. There's one called Biblical. It's a big, stonking story. 220 pages, 180 pages of story. Real, like, deep, meaty. I would say quite kind of somewhat introspectional, intellectual story. Cerebral, I think is the word that people like. Story. Two great graphic novels. Now, if you buy both of them, you get a whole bunch of other stuff, and a whole bunch of other stuff is growing leaps and bounds right now, because that's the great thing about Indiegogo. The better your campaign does, the more stuff everybody gets. So what's this more stuff? You may have heard talk. I have a series of cards called For the Male Gaze. For the Male Gaze, a series of 5 cards, now six, based on my 12-year-old titillations. I like to pride myself in that I'm bringing your childhood lusts and fantasy to life, and I've done it again. I made a new card. I just did it because I love you guys. That's really the only reason. I hadn't reached any benchmark. I just said, you guys are so great. You need something. So here we have the premiere. This is the artwork. It's not entirely finished yet. It's going to be finished later today. For the latest For the Male Gaze card, I call this one The Force is Female. The Force is Female, and oh boy, yes it is. Just resplendent. Absolutely resplendent. So this is number 6 in the series. We'll quickly go over the other five we have, of course. I was actually going to call this one "The Female Was Forced," but I thought, that sounds a little bit dark. And also, I actually asked the artist, "Can you make it a bit smiley?" Yeah, I think if you're captured and forced into what seems to be sexual slavery, which that was the context I got when I saw Return of the Jedi. But maybe I'm just a very smutty, dirty little boy. Can you have a little be like happy about it? That just makes it I can like process it better. Call me a weirdo. That's the way I am. So we got I'm gonna call this one the Forces female. We have this one, of course. I'm sensing very strong emotion, Captain. I'm sure you're sensing strong emotions as well. Party like it's 1999, and that's always good advice. Party like it's 1999. Don't even think it's citizen. But of course, we know we're all thinking it. We are all thinking it. Keeping the British end up. My end is quite way up. Thanks to these wonderful cards, and that's quite a feat for a man of my age. And of course, no hanky panky in the TARDIS. No hanky panky in the TARDIS. But wait, there's more. We also have a series of posters we're doing. Right now, you have to pay for them. Like $2-3 each, but if we hit $8,000, everyone's going to be getting this one for free in their bag. And I think we're going to do it. If you share it, we'll do it. This one is called A Bohemian in Time and Space, and we have another poster right now called The Eyes Have It. The Eyes Have It, and then we got the third one, which nearly finished again. Needs a little bit more post-production work done on it. We're calling this Reverse the Polarity of the Neutron Flow, and why don't we just look at this resplendent picture once again. So anyway, you get all that stuff. I think there's 5 left. There's only 5 left at $40. Go and grab yourself a bark and say, hey, help me out. That'll be really, really great. That's it over there. Go check it. And the link is in the video notes. Fine, let's go look at Radio Times. Radio Times, the shills of shilldom. So here's the first way to see if how shilly somebody is being, right? By not looking at what they say, but what they're talking about, or more importantly, what they're not talking about, right? That's always an indication. So we have the Radio Times sci-fi news page. First story is about Falcon and Winter Soldier. I keep calling him Winter Snowman. Falcon Winter Soldier. Now I saw this on Friday, and it was perfectly serviceable. I mean, look, they had a very, very good opening aerial sequence, battle sequence. It was really, they put a lot of mind into it, and it very much showed Anthony Mackie is very, very good. He's charismatic. I liked him on screen. Sebastian Stan looks like he's bored out of his mind for most of it, though. But again, completely serviceable. Nothing wrong about it. No, it's not no ideological agenda that I can see that they're screaming at you. Maybe I'll bring that in the next couple of weeks. But generally speaking, I got nothing bad to say about it, except I'm really not engaged with it whatsoever. It's things I've seen before over and over and over again. It really is, and it's a shame. However, at the same time, something else came out that blew this out the water, which was Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, Zack Snyder being a massive douchebag aside, I thought the movie was freaking awesome. And I know people say, Warner Brothers made him throw geeks and gamers under the bus. Listen, you're responsible for your own actions. Nobody makes you do anything. Sometimes you got to take a bullet, right? Sometimes your choice is you can either take a bullet or you can be a massive loser pussy. Yeah, so that was a choice he made. It's like, I think the expression is, snitches are bitches, and I think this is in the same ballpark as snitching, throwing somebody under the bus on orders. Just say no, and take whatever consequence of saying no, and then you won't be a massive pussy. However, that being said, very, very, very good movie, and it showed me something that I hadn't seen before, right? It showed me a real epic scale. Does BBC Sci-Fi page talk about this? No. They talk about Falcon Winter Soldier. More Falcon and Winter Soldier. More Falcon and Winter Soldier. Do you think there may be some kind of relationship they have with Disney? More Falcon and Winter Soldier. More Falcon and Winter Soldier. Anything about Justice League? No. We got the article we're going to look at here. The Osgood article. And no. And then, see, they're trying to sell this game, which is what the Osgood article is based around of. Yeah. I think we can see, who's paying the bills over there, right? Fine, so let's look at this exclusive. Again, it's only an exclusive if anybody else cares and nobody else cares. Quite frankly, I never really liked the character of Osgood. I've always thought it's way too on the nose. I didn't like her being a Doctor Who fan. I didn't like her, in universe wearing, the question mark lapels and the scarf. I don't like it. I just think it's kind of stupid. Never really appealed to me. I listened to most of Big Finish box sets on. I know all the unit ones with her and the the Kate Stewart unit team. I'm out. I'm not that interested in it at all. But they do keep wheeling Ingrid Oliver back because there's not too much work going on, is there? In screen or theatre. So maybe a nice cushy job where she can record a voiceover from a house. That might be something that she will want to do. Anyway, exclusive. Nobody else is watching. Doctor Who's Osgood is back for a new game, and they are shilling this game hard. And next, Ingrid Oliver wants to team up with Jodie Whittaker. No, she doesn't. She's never seen it, okay? She's never seen the current Doctor Who, just like John Barrowman never saw it. If anybody has any idea how bad it is, they'll be like, yeah, no thank you. It's nice they got John Barrowman in. Obviously, he has a relationship with Chris Chibnall because Chris Chibnall ran the second season of Talkswood, which amazingly I quite liked. I can't believe how bad a job he's done with Doctor Who. I definitely will go back. There's not so many people who wouldn't. Yeah, I understand it's called a paying job. Really? It's written by Hugh Fullerton. Hugh Fullerton is the shill of the shills. He's the most shilly shill that has ever shilled in shilldom. Ingrid Oliver holds a fairly unique distinction among Doctor Who guest stars, with the actor who played unit scientist Osgood during various episodes of the BBC sci-fi drama starring alongside no less than 4 Time Lords during her TARDIS adjacent, her time TARDIS adjacent. A lot of doctors, English or Oliver laughs now. Matt Smith, that was the one that she came in on. David Tennant, he was in 1 episode. Okay, I'll give it to you. Peter Capaldi, okay, you certainly have to Capaldi, and John Hurt again. 1 episode. Why don't you throw in Tom Baker into the mix? He was in that episode too. I mean, you were just outside the room apparently. He was like in the under gallery. First popping up in the 2013 anniversary special, The Day of the Doctor. Was that the first time she came in? She was in it? Really? Because it was just a little bit on the nose, a bit clunky. Especially The Day of the Doctor. Oliver's Osgood. That's a really bad bit of writing, is it? It should be Ingrid Oliver's Osgood. Is presented as a true fan of the Doctor in the universe. Yeah, I really don't like it. I don't like the Paternoster gang either, quite frankly. It's just, that first episode, Deep Breath, Capaldi's first episode, Deep Breath, they made it like an hour and 5 minutes long. If they took 20 minutes off that, and that 20 minutes would be most of the Paternoster gang being stupid, it would have been a much better episode. It really would have been a much better episode. Who gets sucked up into a Zygon plot to take over the world. Was that the first time she was in it? I thought she was in it before, but I'm happy to be wrong about this. I really haven't given it that much thought. I don't give things about that much thought before I start recording them. You may have picked that up with my delightful patter. You get sucked into the Zygon plot to take over the world. That's followed up in later episodes like Death in Heaven and the Zygon Inversion. I'll tell you, Zygon Inversion, brilliant premise. They completely messed up. Right, the premise is what you do when you have a Taliban, an Al Qaeda like enemy that will not sit down and make peace with you. Right, they will not. They ideologically want you dead under any circumstances, and they just will not bend on that. So what do they do? And then you have factions of them being intermingled into a Western civilization, and some people on board it, some people are not. Really interesting stuff because it was very contemporary, very very ripped out the headlines, and I really liked it. I thought it was a really good idea up until the end, the Zygon Inversion, where when they copped out. They totally copped out and said this implacable enemy that is ideologically opposed to you on every level will just go, oh, okay then, once I make a good speech. No, they wouldn't, right? It was, I mean, like, honestly, I think like they were much more like the Master would have been in that final Capaldi episode where he makes that incredible speech and the Master's like, yeah, I can't go, couldn't care less. That's what they would have been like. But I just think it's part of the as a taboo in media at the time to say that they were an implacable enemy that wouldn't back down under any circumstance. No, because they can't. It's very hard to go against go against a group think. And once again, hit the subscribe button. That's what you need to go against the group thing. From her first appearance, she's been a fan favorite. I've always been amazed by that. Right? I've always been amazed. Has she really been a fan? I guess so. I think, but for me, just never really sparked. Didn't mind her. I preferred what's his name, Lee Evans. Was it Malcolm? Was it Malcolm Tucker? Was that name of his character? And he was kind of stupid as well. But I certainly preferred him. After 6 years, Hoovers can finally see her in action again in a new adventure. Yes, go and buy this rather crappy looking game. Well, sort of. You see, Ingrid Oliver reprises the role, not for a new episode, but for the Doctor Who mobile game called The Lonely Assassins, which sees players forced to dodge weeping angels in West of Drumlins, wherever that is, and solve puzzles while Osgood's assists from afar. Yeah, they got some screen grabs on this game. Every time they talk it up, I see some screen grabs. I'm like, yeah, I'm so not interested. I'm not paying for this. It's a found phone game, so you play it on your mobile. I don't know what a found phone game means. You play on the mobile. Oliver told the Radio Times. Well, you can play it, I think, on your PC, but I think for the maximum enjoyment, maximum power! Every time I see the word maximum, I have to say that. Just in the same way, every time I drive past the town next to me is called, was it Alfie Menashe? I have to go, Alfie! I can't not do it! It's just part of my DNA. Maximum power, maximum enjoyment. It's best to play it on your phone because you feel like you're actually doing the thing the game is about. Okay, you find a phone and then you how'd you open it? So surely the lock screen is closed. I know. You find a phone, you interact with it, and you interact with the characters to try and solve the mystery. I'm not a big gamer, me either really. But I like these sort of games, escape rooms. I hate escape rooms. Okay, I've done escape rooms a bunch of times. They're always kind of lame, and I'm never able to solve any of the clues. Okay, so I don't like any game I can't win. Right? That gives you a little insight into my psyche. If I'm not gonna be good at something, I don't do it. That's really my bottom line. That's it. I like these kind of games, escape rooms. You can do that on your phone. The Weeping Angels as an adult. And the Weeping Angels, as I know, the Weeping Angels 100% are my favorite alien. I think they're brilliant. I was hoping to get to work with them. Didn't they do an Angels thing in one of the unit box sets? I can't remember. But I told you, I am just so out of the whole of those things. Yeah, look at this game. It's just like, yeah, not really. And I can't say the name is Patronella, right? Really. Like, why? Why? How many Patronellas do you know? Put them up with your Perpigeliums. Honestly, there's two good reasons why I put up with Perry's name being Perpigelium. I'll let you think about what they are. I'm gonna give you a clue. I'm gonna give you a clue what those reasons could be. What could those reasons be? Just think about it for yourself. What could those two reasons be? I don't know. There you go. So immediately, I immediately got what this was, and frankly, it gave me a chance to play Osgood again. So I was up for it. Yes, it's called work. Actors like to be paid. People like to be paid in general to do stuff. And it's a reasonably competitive field, acting, to get people to pay to do stuff. When anybody pays you to do stuff, I think they're reasonably up for it. Right? That's my guess. Of course, Oliver has continued to keep the character alive in various Big Finish audio dramas, but this was the first time she played Osgood in a live action for some time. No! Don't you remember the watch-alongs? Like, it was under a year ago. She played Osgood in, I don't know, one of those shorts. It wasn't that good, but she played it. I remember. in live action sometime. Okay, well, you consider under a year sometime. And in fact, surprising just how close to real Who filming it was. Well, they had a camera in front of you and they filmed. I remember back in the day, I used to love Howard Stern. I haven't listened for like 20 years, but I used to really like Howard Stern. And they had, he has lots of porn stars on, lots of risque models. And there was this, I can't remember who it was, but there was this model on talking about the difference about being on a calendar as opposed to a poster or something. I'm like, he was like, what? Well, yeah, on a calendar they put numbers underneath me. Well, on a poster they put words above me. Or really, it doesn't seem like that's a big stretch, but okay. Yeah, so it was pretty much serious. It wasn't until almost a few days ago I went, I was like, this is going to Wells. It's not a studio. She said, what? I have no idea what she's saying. Let's try it again. It was until actually almost... Okay, wait. What? It wasn't until actually almost just a few days before I went, I was like, I'm going to Wells. It's not a studio, she said. What? I don't know. If you can work it out, answers on a postcard, kid. Answers on a postcard. We're actually filming on the sets of Blink and the Wester Drummins, and the BBC provided my actual costume, my full costume, which was so lovely. Well, you didn't have to put the top on again. Looks like you could have just got away with the scarf, right? It seems like a bit of overkill. A sweater. I hate the question mark lapels. Whatever. Which was also lovely, and a total surprise. Woo! Yeah, because it was totally unnecessary. I was wearing. Okay, I just want to point out, right? We're like a good 2/3 away from this article. The headline is Ingrid Oliver wants to team up with Jodie Whittaker. Okay, are you burying your headline? Like, okay, were we going to get to that ever? I was wearing not just an Osgood adjacent costume, but it was actually the costume down to the ink stains. On the pocket that was still there, and the glasses, and the inhaler in the pocket. It was like I had been in a dusty warehouse somewhere, and it had been complete since the last time. It had been complete since the last time I filmed it, and had bought out for this year. But that's exactly what did happen. What? It was like they kept my costume in a closet, and then when I needed it, they bought it out. Yes. That's how clothes work. Okay, Ingrid Oliver, slightly amazed at how clothes work. She added, I took a couple of selfies in the bathroom in full costume because I was very excited. Okay, but why the bathroom? That sounds a bit suspect. Okay, fine. Altogether, the Lonely Assassins was signing on a Doctor Who Homecoming for Oliver, and she's still hoping that she can go with her and make a return to the main series. In fact, she can't imagine who wouldn't jump at a chance to come back. I can imagine. You know who wouldn't jump at the chance to come back? Anybody who's seen Doctor Who in the last couple of years. Anybody who's seen Jodie Whittaker in Doctor Who, she's awful in awful episodes with terrible scripts. It's just such a brilliant job. It was, and one of those few jobs where you're on set and you're in an alien layer and you go, this is probably what I imagine filmmaking would be as a child growing up. Listen, being as somebody who very much likes seeing their childhood fantasies made flesh. No, again. What could I be referring to? You decide. You decide what I could be referring to. Look, I appreciate that. But I guess fine. I'm glad that you like it, but you got to look at the end product. The end product is garbage, utter garbage. That's what it was going to be, and I have and it's so rare to have those moments, particularly with sci-fi, because you're creating completely different worlds. As a kid, I imagined it's what I imagine acting to be. So I definitely will go back. It's such a brilliant show. It used to be. Again, this is somebody who hasn't seen it. Of course, team ups were. So she's not saying she wants to go back to Jodie Whittaker. She's saying she'll take Doctor Who again. She has no idea how bad it is. Okay, you know why she has no idea how bad it is? Because we keep getting show articles like this saying this Doctor Who is super popular. Everybody loves it because they're the bestest ever. They're lying. It's not super popular. Everybody hates it. It's not the best as ever. And of course, you want to be averse to avoid adding a new Doctor to Italian team-ups. Jodie's Doctor is so funny and witty and high energy. Why? Okay, what are you basing this on? Jodie's Doctor is so funny. Really? No, she hasn't made me laugh. She acts like a idiotic clown who's not funny. I'll grant you that. Witty, what's the difference between being funny and witty? Witty, she's certainly not. Witty takes intelligence. And I have never seen her Doctor display any form of intelligence. I just haven't. What do you want me to tell you? I just haven't seen that. Maybe she has. Maybe she has. But I've seen every episode. No, she hasn't displayed any form of intelligence. I think the reason is because the actress it finds any display of intelligence a little bit painful, a little bit tricky. Honestly, I think Osgood will be quite intimidated. No bloody way. By this Doctor, I honestly, Spyfall. They had this confrontation between Jodie Whittaker's Doctor and Lenny Henry. Lenny Henry, Three of the Kind, not exactly, Mr. Dramatic, Laurence Olivier, or a scenery chewing up villain. Lenny Henry, he wiped the floor with her, right? He just wiped the floor with her, and he's not an actor, right? He's basically. I think his sketch as a Doctor from the 80s was more believable, as he was better than Whittaker's ever been. And I think also it would be quite probably because she's not the most socially at ease person, Osgood. Well, she's more socially at ease than Jodie Whittaker, Jodie Whittaker's Doctor. I mean, really? When another human being says to you, I'm scared, I'm worried about my cancer returning, they say, even the biggest adult will go, well, you can do it, you can beat it. We'll say anything other than this idiot Doctor that goes, I feel a bit socially awkward and it's all about me, so I'm going to walk away because it's all about me and I don't care about anybody else because me. I think she might be not the most socially awkward person there, Osgood. I think it'll be quite funny. I think it'll be really funny, dramatic, actually. Honestly, be honest, I think Osgood, which I find a kind of a crappy character, would fit kind of seamlessly into Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. I really do. So maybe we agree. Okay, there you go. That's a headline that we're going to end with. I think I'm agreeing. I think she would fit in there quite well. She doesn't even need to join in the Yaz Doctor scissoring of the TARDIS. I think she just fits in nicely. Why? Because she's a crap character. I think it'll be funny to actually, and it'll be quite interesting to watch. Well, in the same way, watching a car crash in slow motion is interesting. Let's see what happens. I mean, let's do it. It's not going to happen. There's 8 more episodes left, and it's not going to happen. It's not. I mean, maybe it will because Chibnall is trying to do absolutely anything to detract from Jodie Whittaker and bring in let's bring in Sultaras, let's bring in Weeping Angels, anything, Daleks, Captain Jack. Maybe we'll bring in Osgood, or maybe he'll just go, Osgood's too crap to help this Doctor. We need somebody with some real charisma. Do I have David Tennant's number on speed dial? Maybe that might help. So there you go. Another show article doing double shilling, a piece of double shilling, ideological shilling, the shilling that says that this Doctor Who isn't an absolute disaster, and the financial shilling saying buy this rather crappy looking game. And I wonder if they're going to financially benefit from that. Oh, who could guess? Who could tell? I could tell. I'm the one telling you. Yes, they will. Oh, yes, exactly. That's what they're going to do. Save your money. Spend out something Something worthwhile. Let's see what comes to mind. What could it be? What could you spend your money on that's more worthwhile than that dross? I don't know, or dare to dream what you could think of that would be a better investment for your money. I'll leave it for you to decide. See if anything pops up. My name is Sheila Bacon, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.